Longo, as he's got it good for about 6 yards there. Sets him up with a second.
Leo Longo on the run. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Leo Longo gives a different look to this. Normally you see Jack Schultz taking a majority of carries as well. And they want to run a counter trap.
The first one.
3 receivers on the far side of the field. Schultz in the shotgun formation. Seneca's back to pass, and he's got it out complete to Nolan Beeker. Beeker's got it up past the 40, up to the 38-yard line.
Pass complete to Nolan Beeker.
Territory.
First down, Senecas.
First down for Tiffin Calvert.
Seneca's able to move the chains there. They get the ball into the hands of Nolan Beeker, one of their top receivers.
The Senecas have it. Fresh set of downs at the 38-yard line. Schultz in the shotgun, one back in the backfield, 2 receivers on each side of the field. Schultz takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Now he's going to keep it himself off the right side. He's got some running room to the 35, outside of bounds. Out of bounds right about the 33-yard line. About a 5-yard pickup there. That'll set him up with 2nd and 5.
Run by Jack Schultz. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Schultz will turn it up and run. He's not afraid to attack that edge. Nice heads-up play just to get out of bounds, get the short gain.
7 minutes and 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. No score from Margaretta High School. Senecas have it, moving left to right on your radio dial. Schultz in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to pass, looking. Down the left side, he's got a man, Beeker, but it's incomplete. No, actually he's looking for Seifert down there. And Seifert.
Pass incomplete, brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down and 5 coming up.
Yep. Ben Palamo, the unenviable task of the coverage there on Seifert. He stands in at 6 foot, 165 pounds. That'll be an interesting matchup to keep your eye out on as Senecas face a 3rd and 5.
3 receivers out to the far side of the field for Jack Schultz. Schultz looks to the left, pump fake. Now he's going to step up into the pocket, and he's brought down by the defense right at the line of scrimmage. Actually, he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice recognition by number 8.
Tackle made by Troy Miller. Brings up 4th down.
Defensive lineman for this Margaretta front. Made the key stop there. Schultz went with that read, tried to drive it up.
Key 4th down coming up here for the Senecas. Most likely.
Well, that's a tremendous showing by the Polar Bears defense. Force that punt unit to come on the squad, come on the field.
It's most likely going to be they're going to go for it here. Situation where, it's kind of too close to punt it, too far away.
4th and 6 for the Senecas.
So the offense is going to trot onto the field here.
Go on the field.
So Margaretta trying to return the favor here.
Turnabout is fair play.
4th down and 6. Schultz in the shotgun, looking down the left side, and pressure. He's got to step outside the pocket.
Schultz on the run.
left side, and looks like he might be close to the first down. I think they're going to call him out of bounds. Actually, well short of the first. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
It's a turnover and down for a Polar Bear first down.
That outfield makes the big stop there. You got another Polar Bears down on the sideline there.
So with 7:21 left to play, both teams have now had a turnover on downs. Big defensive stance from both teams here in the first quarter.
We said at the top of the pregame that this one was going to be a slobber knocker as Margaretta hosting this Calvert squad. They know that Calvert's undefeated. They know Calvert wants to come over and play spoiler on the road. But 3 straight away games for this Calvert squad. Come out for their first drive. Ended in a turnover. Same thing for the Polar Bears as they came out for their opening drive. So this has just been a slugfest through and through for the first 4 minutes of action. Again, we want to thank you for joining us here on WTTF for this great high school football game. We take a quick time out to thank some of our sponsors. We want to thank UIS Insurance and Investments, Chris Schaefer Insurance, Coppas Motors, Dendor Plumbing and Heating, Financial Design Insurance Agency, First Bank of Tiffin, Fort Ball Pizza Palace, Great Lakes Ace Hardware, Harrison Price Insurance, Integrated Orthopedics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Lee's Floor Covering, Keebler Shoes, Coon Sales and Service, NWO Orthopedics, Phillips Electric, Reineke Tiffin Ford, Rogers Flowers, Superior Credit Union, Tiffin Brake and Wheel, Tiffin Deluxe Services, Tiffin University, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, and Frozone Frozen Yogurt, our post-game sponsor. All great sponsors that help bring high school football to us each and every week right here on WTTF.
Player able to come off the field but needed some help is Kane Smetzer of the Polar Bears. He's being attended to on the sidelines. And now Margaretta will take over on offense. They take over at the 30-yard line. 3 receivers on the near side of the field for Spencer Michaels. He stands in the shotgun, 1 back in the backfield. Michael takes the snap, fakes the handoff, now rolls to his left. Now he's going to option pitch it out. He's got his man, and he's going to be brought down right about a yard past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Nolan Beaker, the junior, second-year letter winner, not going to be fooled on that one.
Run by Cameron Sosa, brings up 2nd and 9.
That one down off the fake.
Cameron Sosa on the run for the Polar Bears. Spencer Michael in the shotgun. 3 receivers on the far side of the field.
Down 4-4 look.
Michael back to pass. Loads it up to the right side, and it is incomplete. He was looking out there for Cameron Sosa. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Pass incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Nice job by Jackson Sizlove on the read.
Absolutely.
Coming up and making a stop. Even though the pass was incomplete.
So Margaretta comes out at 3rd and 9 coming up. Comes out in the shotgun formation. Spencer Michael drops back to pass. Steps up into the pocket. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be forced to... Oh, he's going to break a couple tackles, and he's going to get the first down. Nice run there by Spencer Michael.
Yeah, what more proof do you need that he moved the chains as he smashed one of the chain gang down there?
That's going to be good enough for a fresh set of downs.
Should be.
It's definitely going to be...
Spencer Michael on the run.
That should be a first.
For Polar Bear, first down!
Well, they'll have it at the 40-yard line. Nice run there by Spencer Michael. Pick up that first down.
Especially on a 3rd and 9.
Yeah.
What a conversion by Spencer Michael as he keeps this drive alive for the Polar Bears here on senior night.
2 receivers on the near side of the field. Michael in the shotgun. Handoff off the left side, and a nice tackle there. Nice read in the backfield.
It's still now they call it dead.
Gage Herring comes up with a stop.
Troy Miller on the run, brings up 2nd and 8.
A couple of yards there.
I tell you what, Gage Herring, he's really having himself a game here tonight as getting that nod there on the defense, making the most of his minutes. And that's what we always talk about here in the 2020 season. Maximizing those minutes, making the most of it.
And we're going to get a false start penalty here as a dead ball.
False start on the Polar Bears.
And that's going to back him up 5 yards, back to about the 37-yard line.
So after converting that 3rd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 13.
And one play. Now facing a 2nd and 13.
3 receivers on the near side of the field. Spencer Michael standing in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls to the left, looking, He's going to get rid of it out to the left side, and it is complete.
Sizlov comes in to make the tackle on Sosa, but Sosa won't be denied.
Pass complete to Cameron Sosa. Remains 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Sosa fought to get it back to the line of scrimmage there. And the Polar Bears facing a 3rd and long. 3 receivers on the right side of the field. Polar Bears work right to left on your radio dial. Spencer Michael in the shotgun formation.
Polar Bears
takes the snap. Looking. Fires out to the right side. It's complete. He's got Palomo. And he's got it up to the 45, past the 45, to about the 46, maybe the 47-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch there. Ben Palomo on the catch.
Pass complete to Ben Palomo.
And had they
Brings
not
up 4th
had that
down.
mental miscue, that would have been good enough for the first down.
Absolutely.
Make that 4th and 3.
4th and 3 coming up here. Ball marked at the 47-yard line.
But yeah, Steve Reeser is going to have a chat with this defense. Again, that's his 2nd, 3rd and long situation with the defense. Caught sleeping.
Offense on the field for the Polar Bears. They try to catch him with the hard count. Now Michael going to keep it himself on the right side.
Not caught
And he
sleeping
pitches
there.
he pitches it to the right. And the defense is all over that one. They smothered the running back. No gain on the play. Actually lost a yard. And that's going to be a turnover on downs back to the Senecas.
I can't blame Michael for pitching it out there. He
No.
got that off right at the last second.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder that Marmo is selling
Another
bottled water and kettle
by
corn
the
this
Polar
evening
Bears as
on the
these
home
teams
side
just
concession stand.
exchanging
Thank you.
Shots here throughout the first stanza, live from Margaretta for this Tiffin Calvert Seneca squad, 4-0 on the road for the 3rd straight game against this Margaretta Polar Bear squad.
Schultz back to pass. Loads it up to the right side, complete out to Ronsky, and he's going to lose a couple yards. Actually, forward progress will make him lose 1 on the play.
I think that
Pass
was
complete
Troy Miller,
to
the
Blake
senior.
Ronsky. Tackled by Troy Miller.
Tried to get Ronsky on a quick hitch there, but it was not there. Defense read it right away.
You get those big receivers like that, you're going to have a linebacker like Troy Miller, 6 foot, 200 pounds, that can lay the wood to you and make you second guess coming across the middle like that.
2 receivers on each side of the field. Schultz stands in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. 3:35 left to play in the first quarter. Schultz to the left side of the field, complete to Nick Seifert. Seifert up to the 40, and he stretches his body forward, might have the first down. Depends on where they spot him. No, he's going to be just short. They'll spot him at the 36-yard line. They need to get it to the 35 to convert this first down. 3rd
Pass
and 1
complete
coming
to
up.
Nick Seifert. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This Margaretta defense, they've done a tremendous job of keeping things in front of them, not allowing the big play, and forcing Calvert into these uncomfortable 3rd and short situations.
Schultz, handoff off the right side. Longo, he's going to have the first down, but he's going to be stopped right after he gains enough for the first. So Longo
Run by
getting
Leo Longo.
the offense just what they needed to get a fresh set of downs.
Tackle made by
And
Nathan
that's what I like
Schaefer.
about Leo Longo. He gets you just enough, just what you need when you need him to do it. And as a senior ball player, that's what you like to have: production and the ability to put the ball into your running back's hand to get you that first down to move the chains.
Schultz takes the snap, fires it out to the left side. It's complete. He's got Beaker. Beaker breaks a tackle, breaks another one, past the first down marker up to the 20-yard line. What an impressive run after the catch by Nolan Beaker.
Pass complete to Nolan Beaker for a
Perfect
first down.
example of how far arm tackling will get you. Nolan Beaker on that one. That's key evidence, Your Honor.
Beaker standing at 6'3", 175 pounds, but he's put on some muscle in the offseason. He was a lot skinnier last year than he is this year, and he showed it on that play right there. 3 receivers on the near side of the field. Schultz in the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself up the middle. Oh, he's hit. Stood up right away by the defense. Short gain on the play, but a big hit.
Troy Miller.
Tackle made by Troy Miller. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Boy, he filled that gap real quick. Got into the A gap and
Yeah.
shut him down.
Puts the JYD on the leash.
Absolutely.
Just yanks him down on that one.
2nd and 9 coming up. 2:09 left to play here in the first. Seneca's driving inside the red zone. Schultz looking, left side of the field. Seifert, it's complete. Past the 10, down to about the 8-yard line.
Great
Seifert with a nice catch there.
Great coverage there, but Seifert.
Pass complete to Nick Seifert.
Stutter step, turn
First
back
down, Senecas.
Right into the breadbasket of that 6'3" frame.
Down inside of 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. No score from Margaretta High School.
But Seneca's down in striking distance.
Tiffin Calvert has the ball at the Polar Bear 8-yard line. 2 receivers on the near side of the field. Beaker lined up in the tight end formation. They're going to leak him out, and they're going to throw it to him, and Beaker is going to take it. Oh, he fumbled the ball in the end zone, but he picked it up for the touchdown. Wow. What a heads-up play there by
Touchdown,
Beaker as he
Senecas.
fumbled as he was crossing the goal line, but picked the ball up in the end zone for the touchdown.
That's another.
I saw that play set up. They had him lined up on the end of the line of scrimmage at tight end, and I said, that's a little different formation than what we're used to seeing. Probably a different look than what Margaretta was used to seeing on film, as they leaked Beaker out to the 5-yard line, hit him there, and he did the rest, took it in for the score.
With that, the Senecas draw first blood.
Must be some kind of an issue here with the holding, as they take Hunter Yackel off the field, and now Jack Schultz comes onto the field to hold for the field goal, for the extra point. And now the snap is back, ball is down, kick is up, and the extra point attempt is good.
Extra
When
point
you
is
score
good.
7-0 with 1:22 left to play here in the first quarter. Tiffin Calvert draws first
Ladies and
blood.
gentlemen, the upcoming Margaretta athletic events are as follows. JV football at Tiffin Calvert tomorrow, 10 a.m. 2 people per participant at the gate. Please bring a lawn chair because the field is located at 245 Charlotte Street in Tiffin and Park.
Tiffin Calvert, Seneca.
Also, varsity football will be at St. Joe next Friday, October 2nd at 7 p.m.
Able to put points on
JV
the board.
varsity volleyball will be home tomorrow versus Eastwood at 10 a.m.
You know,
Our girls golf will be at sectionals at Fostoria Country Club Tuesday, September 29th, October 29th. Correction, September 29th. And our boys golf will be at Sawmill Creek Golf Course in the Edison Invite on Monday, September 28th at 10 a.m. Tomorrow's home high school junior high cross country meet has been canceled. Our junior high volleyball home versus Port Clinton on Monday, September 28th at 4:30 p.m. And finally, our junior high football at Tiffin Calvert on Thursday, October 1st at 5:30 p.m.
Their offense has been on the field here tonight. They've turned the ball over on downs. Quarterback Spencer Michael has had a hard time finding anything through the air. And Tommy, this secondary for Tiffin Calvert, they've been pretty hard to throw against all year long. I mean, if you're trying to throw the ball, that's going to be tough sledding with some of these defenders that they've got in the backfield. Squib kick, and we're going to get an offsides penalty against Tiffin Calvert.
Flag on the field.
So that'll move the kick back 5 yards.
They got
Ronski on to kick.
I want to say sometimes, I don't know who that works out better for if you got Ronski backed up. Normally he likes to pooch punch it. He doesn't pooch it, so he doesn't get it in the end zone for touchbacks. There's a long line drive.
Fielded at the 15-yard line. Up to the 20. And he'll break a couple tackles, get it up near the 25-yard line.
Returned by Ben Palomo.
Ben Palomo on the return for Margaretta. Sets up the Polar Bears at their own 25-yard line. Don't forget, tune in this Monday night for the Scouting Report, live right here on WTTF. Man in motion. Now Michael fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself up the middle, and he's got some running room, but he's going to be dragged down. Oh, what a touchdown saving
Spencer Michael on the run. For Polar Bear, first down.
Spencer Michael, his counterpart, he was going to take that one the distance.
Well, Clay Kahn bit on the fake. As Michael was just able to turn it up, move those chains, and now once again inching closer into Seneca territory.
We had a flag on the other side of the field, I believe, but they are going to pick up the flag. They call the play before the chains are even set. A little pitch, or a little jet sweep action here to the outside.
More laundry.
Cameron Sosa on the handoff. We're going to get
holding on the Polar Bears.
Polar Bears. Holding is the call. It's going to set him up probably back to the 26-yard line, so should be about 1st and 24 coming up.
And again, these are self-inflicted wounds on these drives.
They'll put it at the 29.
A penalty on their last drive would have moved the chains.
Brings up 1st and 21.
Short and turned the ball over on 4th down, but now on this drive, had a little bit of momentum. Another penalty moves them back.
Michael fakes the handoff, rolls to the left, gets it out, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Caden Orshowski on the left side.
Pass incomplete,
That
brings
one
up
skips
2nd down.
into Orshowski, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is where it starts to get a little bit more difficult for you if you're an offense. Because again, this Seneca defense, they keep coming at you. They're hard enough to hold on as it is in normal down and distance situation, but those penalties, man, I tell you, they can be a backbreaker to any drive.
Michael fakes the handoff, now pitches out to the left side. It's complete. That one's out to Nathan Schaefer. Schaefer's got it up past the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Pass complete to Nathan Schaefer, brings up 3rd down and 14.
Michael, he tries to do that rollout, notices what side the play is going to, finds his way to that side of the field. And that just has not been there for the Polar Bears this far throughout the first quarter of action, as this one's going to roll down and take us into our first break.
That'll be the final play of the first quarter. With your score, Tiffin Calvert 7, Margaretta nothing. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to high school football right here on your Seneca County Sports Connection, WTTF, AM 1600 and FM 93.3. At Margaretta High School. Polar Bears have it at their own 36-yard line. 3rd and 14. Spencer Michael rolls to his right. Rolling. He's got to get rid of it, and it is incomplete as he was looking for Ben Palomo right about the 45-yard line.
Pass incomplete, brings up 4th down.
About 14.
Hey, you got to give your chance a little. You got to give yourself a chance for that play to develop just a little bit, because again, you run out of real estate when you're trying to stretch it out, because the defense, they're going to make that read immediately on you.
So the punt unit comes onto the field for the first time tonight for Margaretta. Cameron Sosa back deep to punt. Nick Seifert back deep to return. Sosa, a high punt. Seifert waves away from it. It's going to roll to the 30-yard line, about the 29, before it's marked down by Margaretta.
Ladies and gentlemen, Margaretta's FFA annual chili and brat dinner will be next Friday, October 2nd from 4 to 7 p.m. It is a drive-through carry-out only out by the BOAC building. You can enjoy chili, bratwurst, hot dogs, chips, and desserts before you leave for next week's game at St. Joe.
Find us on Facebook.
Free will donations will be appreciated. Thank you.
On Facebook. And you can find the Boxcast stream there, or you can watch the live Facebook live video. But I would recommend that you follow the Boxcast direct link. That is always the best option. Seneca's in the shotgun, takes the snap. Looking. Schultz fires all the time to the right side, and he's got Beaker out around the 42-yard line.
That's pretty.
Pass complete to Nolan Beaker. First down, Senecas.
Chemistry that Jack Schultz and Nolan Beaker, they developed over the season. I mean, again, they got more chemistry than a periodic table.
And they got the ball marked at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10, Senecas. 3 receivers out to the near side of the field. Schultz in the shotgun. He's got Leo Longo back there with him. Jack Schultz looks to pass to the right side. He's got Seifert complete. Seifert bounces off a tackle. He's got inside the 45 down to about the 43-yard line. Good enough for a first down for Tiffin Calvert.
Yeah, see it green.
Pass complete to Nick Seifert.
As again, we talk about these big targets of the Senecas. The secondary of Margaretta, I mean, they got some big bodies there too that can make great stops.
They match up pretty well with these tall receivers.
But that zone coverage, I mean, there's Calvert's finding that soft spot.
Longo takes the handoff off the right side, and the defense chases him down from behind. They're going to get him out of bounds around the 40, so short gain there, maybe 2 yards. Sets him up with 2nd and 8.
Run by Leo Longo. Brings up 2nd down.
So Senecas have it at the 40-yard line inside Polar Bear territory. Jack Schultz in the shotgun, 2 receivers on each side of the field. Schultz takes the snap, drops back, looking, fires down the middle. He's got Beaker at the 10, to the 5, touchdown, Tiffin Calvert.
Pass complete to Nolan Beaker for a touchdown.
Beaker on an island by himself downfield allows Schultz to find him for pay dirt, as now the Senecas start to add on to this lead.
Schultz did a nice job of leading Beaker out in front. Beaker ran up underneath of it and ran the rest of the way 4-6. Quinn Ronski on to attempt the extra point, scores 13-0. 10:31 left to play here in the first half. Ball is down, the kick is up, and the extra point attempt is good. So Ronski 2 for 2 from extra point here tonight. Makes your score 14-0. Tiffin Calvert over Margaretta here. 10:31 left to play in the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, our cheerleaders would like to give a big welcome and thank you, actually, to all of our sponsors: All Smiles Photography, Automation Zone, DJ, One Man Band, SLA Flower Shop, Cold Creek Pub, FPG, Coons Family Medicine, JP Builders and Roofing, Keller Plumbing, OE Meyer Company, Marsha Braun, MD, Ransom Funeral Home, Screen Printing Unlimited, Snyder Collision, The Press Box, and Village Pizza House. Thank you, sponsors.
Able to just come up with that ball and give Calvert, those second chance yards. You know what I'm talking about.
And I mean, they've done a great job all year of when they catch that ball, they've got their eyes downfield. Obviously, they're securing the ball, doing a good job of making the catch, but then their focus is on run after the catch all year long, Tommy. These receivers have really made a living with the ball after they make the catch this year. And I think that's just the physicality of these receivers. I mean, you're talking about 3 receivers over 6'3". He's got a lot of targets to throw to, and he likes to spread it around. And he is a great job of just he does a great job of distributing the ball.
Well, that's going to be the adjustment this Polar Bear defense needs to make, because right now Jack Schultz, he ain't throwing through tight windows. He's throwing through garage doors.
And onside kick is going to be recovered by Schaefer.
Onside kick recovered by Nathan Schaefer.
The 46-yard line. Seneca's trying to catch the Polar Bears off guard there. But Schaefer, with a heads-up play there, comes up with the recovery. So the Polar Bears will start at the 46-yard line.
Talk about that nice heads-up play by Margaretta there, as that's what this Seneca squad they've liked to do over the past couple weeks, is try to bury teams early, make them change their game plan to where they're cutting away a deficit.
Jet sweep action here as they get Sosa on the sweep from right to left, but the defense is right there. Loss on the play back to the 43-yard line. 2nd and 13 coming up.
Cameron Sosa on the run. Brings up 2nd and 13.
There's definitely a sweep. As Beaker swept him off his feet on that one in the backfield. Brings up a 2nd and 13 now.
The defense, both times they've tried to get Sosa in motion on that sweep action. They've been able to sniff him out in the backfield before he's able to make anything happen.
Well, it's just like those little body language things that, quarterbacks and even linemen do. Linemen sometimes light on their fingers. That's going to be a passing play. They're tough on their hand. They're probably going to run it at you. Same thing as that quarterback. Quarterback, if he's looking towards where he's throwing, you know which way that ball's going.
So a 2nd and 13 coming up. Polar Bears are going to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here with 9:41 left to play here in the first half. Seneca's leading 14-0 over Margaretta. We'll take this time to thank our sponsors. Thanks to our pregame show sponsor, UIS Insurance and Investments, Chris Schieffer Insurance, Compass Motors, Dundor Plumbing and Heating, Financial Design Insurance Agency, First Bank of Tiffin, Fort Ball Pizza Palace, Great Lakes Ace Hardware, Harrison Price Insurance, Integrated Orthopedics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Lee's Floor Covering, Kibler Shoes, Kuhn Sales and Service, NWO Orthopedics, Phillips Electric, Reineke Tiffin Ford Lincoln, Rogers Flowers, Superior Credit Union, Tiffin Brake and Wheel, Tiffin Deluxe Services, Tiffin University, and Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Don't forget to stick around for the Frozone Frozen Yogurt postgame show directly after tonight's broadcast. So the Polar Bears have it at the 43-yard line, 2nd and 13. Spencer Michael in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls to the right. Looks like a quarterback keeper, and the defense sniffed that one out right away. Michael going to be dropped at the 35-yard line. Big loss of 8 on the play. Sets him up with a 3rd and 21.
Yeah, and the Polar Bears' last drive.
Last play results in a 3rd and 21.
On that, after a penalty, moved them back. But this
time they took the time out there to talk that one over, and that's the result of that one. It's definitely not what you want coming out of a timeout. But here, the Seneca's defense probably going to pin their ears back and come after him on this 3rd and long. Michael in the shotgun. Looking. He's going to have to keep it himself. He's up past the 30, and he's going to be cut out of bounds right about the 32-yard line. Nice job by the defense. I think that was kind of a coverage sack there, Tommy, because he took his eyes away from downfield almost instantly and decided to run with that one.
That's one of those calls again when you get your back in the shadow of the goalpost. You don't want to turn it over in that situation, even though you're facing 3rd and long. You just want to see what you can make out of it. But nonetheless, 4th and 22, you definitely got to punt it here.
And a deep punt. Seifert fields it at the 35. And he tried to break a couple tackles, but the coverage unit did a really good job getting down the field. Number 32, Austin Schaefer. Nice coverage down there.
Tackle made by Austin Schaefer.
So Tiffin Calvert will take over. Ball at the 36-yard line. Last time, Tommy, they took about 5 plays to go 70 yards. And a deep strike from Schultz to Beaker gave him another score to put him up 14-0.
It's like I've always said about this Calvert Seneca squad. I mean, they're not quick, they're sudden.
3 receivers on the far side of the field. Nick Seifert down on the bottom. Handoff, Longo, up the mid. Actually, that's Hunter Yackel on the carry, up past the 40 to the 41-yard line. Nice carry there by Yackel as he comes in to spell
Hunter
Longo. Yackel last week had a pretty productive game as Longo
brings up 2nd and 5.
An early injury in that one. Yackel pretty much took over running duties in that one.
J.T. Patrick, the linebacker, able to come in and stop that one before it went for more. Yackel found himself a little bit of running room.
2nd and 5 coming up now. Ball at the 41-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Senecas. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Schultz, pump fake, now loads it up deep. He's got a man, that's Blake Ronski, and Ronski is not going to be able to come up with that one. As double coverage, actually triple coverage.
Pass broken up, brings up 3rd down.
I think that's Cameron Sosa. Able to get his hands on that one and break it up.
Nice coverage down the field by the Polar Bears. Now a 3rd and 5 coming up here for Tiffin Calvert. 7:52 left to play here in the first half.
Ball's on the 41, manageable 3rd and 5 for the Seneca squad.
Schultz back to pass. They're loading up the screen. They've got Yackel, and Yackel bounces off a couple of defenders, falls forward, but he's going to be short of the first down by about a couple yards, up to the 44-yard.
Pass complete to Hunter Yackel.
Again,
brings up 4th down.
Defense stays at home. J.T. Patrick sniffs it out, able to make another big stop, forces Calvert in this 4th and 2 situation.
And it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field here for this 4th down. Keep the pedal to the metal here. Senecas come out, ball at the 44-yard line. Schultz brings a man in motion. And they're going to snap it to the motion man. Yackel's got the first down and then some to the 50 and out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Hunter Yackel, little direct snap action there. Just stepped in front of the quarterback and took the snap.
Run by Hunter Yackel for a 1st down.
Another big play by the Senecas, moves the chains and keeps this drive alive. You just gotta, again, I don't know if Coach Reeser knows what a punt unit is. You pump for this Steve Reeser squad, you're growing roots over there on the sideline.
Schultz in the shotgun, rolls to his right, looking. Now he's going to keep it himself. Off right side, he's got some running room, and he's into the open. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Tiffin Calvert.
JYD in for a TD, puts 6 more on the board to extend this Seneca lead.
Touchdown run by Jack Schultz.
43 yards for Schultz on that, Nate.
Wow. The leading rusher for the Senecas on the year, Jack Schultz, showing off his dual threat ability there as he takes that one the distance. 43 yards for the touchdown. 20-0 Tiffin Calvert with 6:48 left to play here in the first half. Quinn Ronski on to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, ball is down, kick is up, and the extra point attempt is good. Makes your score 21-0. 6:48 left to play here in the first half.
That's what's scary about this Seneca squad, because again, you blink and then you find yourself in this hole here in the second quarter as, you know, rolling into a minute left in the first quarter. This is a 0-0 ball game.
Yeah.
And Seneca's get on the board, and with 6:48 left here in the first half, now the Polar Bears, they have to go into the locker room or finish this half just by cutting away at that deficit and then make those adjustments at the half and come out here and play for another 24 minutes just to get this one knotted up. 3-score game now.
Under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. Make sure you stick around for the halftime show. We'll break down the first half, get you set for the second half, live from Margaretta High School. Catch up on some scores from around the area. Of course, Tiffin Columbian on the road again this week. over in Sandusky, playing Sandusky Perkins. They're leading 14-0 in the second quarter. Cary is all over Seneca East, 35-0 in the second quarter.
We've seen this Margaretta's Polar Bear squad's ability to keep drives alive. They just got to be able to finish them, as, you know, once again, you just got to get some points on the board here. Keep playing your brand of football. And then when you get in at the locker room at halftime, then you can have that heart-to-heart and that gut check now. But right now,
deep kick by Ronski, fielded at the 5 and brought back past the 20 to the 21-yard line. Cameron Sosa on the return. They'll mark it at the 22, 1st and 10, Polar Bears. They've got 6:41 on the first half clock to try to make something happen here and trim this deficit before we head into the locker room. The last time they were on the field, they had a hard time getting anything going on offense. Michael fakes the handoff, looks right side of the field, and it is incomplete as he was looking for Ben Palomo. Coverage on the play by Jackson Sizemore.
2nd and 10.
Polar Bears have it. 22-yard line, 2nd and 10. Spencer Michael in the shotgun. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle. And the defense is right there as soon as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. He might have got a yard on the carry. I believe that was Troy Miller on the carry.
Run by Troy Miller brings up 3rd and 9.
Reed Warnament wasn't going to be fooled on that one. As he comes up, he's in a linebacker. Normally we see him kind of sit down there in that front 4.
Shotgun formation. Michael takes the snap, rolls to the left.
Warnament coming at him again.
His feet. Now he's going to roll to the right, and he's going to fire, and it's incomplete. He had Schaefer. Schaefer would have had the first down if he was able to come up with that one, but it went right through his hands.
That's incomplete, brings up
right about the
4th down.
35-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 9 and bring out the punt unit.
Well, a couple times tonight, there's been some, you know, that rule is if you get a hand on it, you got to catch it, and Michael just not making his job any easier, facing another 4th down.
And the punt is away. It'll hit at the 50, roll to the 45, inside the 45, down to the 43-yard line before it is marked down there by Margaretta. Tiffin Calvert will take over.
After a scoring drive, quick 3 and out by the Polar Bears brings the Seneca squad back on the field, as they've really started to change the complexion of this one.
Could have swore they canceled that game, didn't they?
That's Toledo Central Catholic.
Oh, okay, all right. Clyde leading Norwalk 7-3. That's in the first quarter. Senecas have it at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Schultz in the shotgun. Pitches out to the left side. It's complete. He's got Seifert, and the defense is right there. Nice coverage there on the play by Caden Oshowski.
Pass complete to Nick Seifert.
Heck of a game here.
Tackled by Caden Oshowski.
Haven't seen too many balls thrown to his side of the field.
And when they are, he's done a great job in coverage.
Yep.
Nick Seifert's probably the best weapon the Senecas have in the receiving corps. I mean, obviously, they've got some really good weapons out there, but he's been shut out here in the first half.
And usually Calvert likes to exploit mismatches in the secondary. Not many by the Margaretta Polar Bears. Has great coverage once again. Number 1, Nathan Schaefer knocks that one away.
Pass broken up.
3rd and 7 for the Senecas.
3rd and 7.
Big 3rd down coming up here for
this is a money,
Tiffin Calvert.
This is a money down if you're Margaretta as well.
7 yards to go for the first down. They need to get it to about the 47-yard line inside Polar Bear territory. Schultz in the shotgun, 1 back in the backfield, 2 receivers on each side of the field. Jack Schultz Handoff off the right side. That's Longo, and he's got it up past midfield, up to about the 49-yard line, but short of the first down by about 2 yards.
Again, once the Senecas advance it to the other side of the 50, there's not too many times you're going to see
Tackle made by Jake Boggs. Brings up fourth down.
On this 4th and 2, we'll see the Senecas go for it once again.
So they keep the offense on the field here, this 4th and short. Once again, they need to get it to the 47-yard line to convert. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Nick Seifert all by himself here on the near side. Schultz in the shotgun. Takes the snap, pitches out to the right side. Longo breaks a tackle, carries forward, and he's short.
Yeah,
he's going to be short of the first down. That's a nice job by the Margaretta defense.
Oh, and you talk about coming up big in a big moment.
Where they mark it, it's pretty close, but where he went down, he was obviously short. But it's going to be a lot closer, but I still think he's short. But it's a lot closer than it should be, that's for sure.
Normally you can get those calls at home, but here Seneca is on the road.
Longo,
I want to say the Polar Bears, they had them stopped. Yep, and they are.
It is short.
Turnover on down for your Polar Bears.
Well, I tell you what, that brings the paddles back out to this Polar Bear squad as they faced a huge 4th down situation as this Seneca squad has buried them in the first half here, 21-0. They were forced into that 3 and out after the Calvert scoring drive, and now the defense comes up in a big way, forcing a turnover against the Senecas. And they're going to set up shop with great field position with 4:22 remaining in the first half.
Spencer Michael in the shotgun. Takes the snap, takes the handoff. Now he rolls to his right. Rolling. Pressure's on him. And he gets the pass away, and it's complete. He's got his man, Ben Palomo, right about the 46-yard line. We're going to get a flag on the field. A couple flags fly in. Looks like an ineligible man downfield is going to be against the Polar Bears.
Ineligible man downfield on the Polar Bears.
So that'll wipe out a first down gain. And that'll set them back.
Well, more importantly, it's going to move the chain.
Move them all the way back to the 40-yard line. Inside.
You can't be making up ground against this Calvert Seneca's defense, especially to start drive. You come out there after a big 4th down stop, turnover on downs, come out for the next drive, and then you start it off with another penalty. I mean, these are just self-inflicted wounds that have kept the Polar Bears off the board. Let's see if they can recoup now. Face a 1st and 15 here.
So they mark it at the 42, 1st and 15. Shotgun set. Michael back to pass, loads it up, left side, and it's incomplete. Nice coverage down the field. I think that was Hunter Yackel on the coverage.
Pass incomplete, brings up 2nd and 15.
Yackel like a blanket, trying to cover the great athlete that Ochotsky is. Turns his head back at the last second to break that one up too.
So 2nd down and 15. Ball at the 42. 3 receivers on the near side of the field for the Polar Bears. Michael takes the snap. Steps up into the pocket. Looks downfield, gets rid of it, and it is incomplete. Hunter Yackel nearly stepped in front of that one for the pick.
Passing complete, brings up 3rd down.
When the play breaks down and Michael's forced to roll out of the pocket, normally that go-to is that guy on the sideline there. That just really hasn't been there too much.
So a 3rd and long coming up here for the Polar Bears. We've seen this situation quite a few times here tonight for Margaretta.
Well, that just speaks to how tremendous this Seneca's defense has been.
The jet sweep action, double reverse, ball on the ground, and Seneca's fall on the ball at the 35-yard line. Sloppy play there as they tried a little double reverse but didn't get a good handoff.
Fumble recovered by the Senecas.
Well, when that play gets blown up from jump and you start seeing that defensive line roll downhill on you. You don't have enough time for that play to develop, so that pitch out just of the bowling shoe variety.
So Tiffin Calvert takes over inside Polar Bear territory at the 35-yard line. Shotgun set.
Well, now you force your defense to come out there and
Schultz
to make another stop for you.
Pump fake, now goes to the left side. Seifert, and it's picked off. Orshowski with the pick.
Interception by Caden Orshowski.
And the Senecas, again, they wanted to bring the shovels out to these Polar Bears early, try to make another shot down in the end zone. And
Seifert really didn't make much of an effort to try to get in front of that one.
Well, the Polar Bears, again, they're not going to go away quietly. Again, we got a lot of football here, and they got to make something happen now as they, again, force another turnover.
So Polar Bears take over at their own 20-yard line. 3:25 left to play here in the first half. 21-0, Tiffin Calvert. Handoff off the left side. That's Miller. Miller's got a few yards up to about the 25.
And I tell you what, this Miller, he can roll downhill for you.
Troy Miller on the run brings up
again,
2nd and 6.
Lighten the load for Michelle a little bit, give him a couple more handoffs to Miller and make those, second and long situations, third and long situations. They're a little bit harder to convert than your 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 situations.
Michael and the shotgun. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Miller's got the first.
And then some.
Carries a pile of defenders with him past the 35 up to the 36-yard line. Nice
run by
run
Troy
there
Miller
by
for
Troy
Polar
Miller.
Bear first down.
And that's how you can change the complexion and control the tempo against a team like Tiffin Calvert. Keep that offense off the field. Use that off, what do you call that? The workhorse, the bell cow. You just got to, again, put the workload on your running back. Get him some good yard. Shovel pitch out front. Let's see what the pitch out man was.
Pass complete to Jake Boggs. Brings up 2nd and 5. Injury timeout on the field.
There's Jake Boggs actually on carry. We've got an injured player here on the field. Margaretta with a player down. We'll take this time to thank our sponsors.
We want to thank, again, our great sponsors that help bring high school football to you each and every week right here on WTTF. We want to thank UIS Insurance and Investments, Chris Schaefer Insurance, Coppice Motors, Dundor Plumbing and Heating, Financial Design Insurance Agency, First Bank of Tiffin, Fort Ball Pizza Palace, Great Lakes Ace Hardware, Harrison Price Insurance, Integrated Orthopedics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Lee's Floor Covering, Kubler Shoes, Kuhn Sales and Service, NWO Orthopedics, Phillips Electric, Reineke Tiffin Ford, Rogers Flowers, Superior Credit Union, Tiffin Brake and Wheel, Tiffin Deluxe Services, Tiffin University, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, and Frozone Frozen Yogurt, who are bringing you the post game as we continue to roll on with about 2:13 remaining here in the first half of action between Tiffin Calvert Senecas and the Margaretta Polar Bears. Calvert up 21-0 right now.
Number 53, Zach Smith, able to come off the field on his own power, but in obvious pain. That's going to be a big loss for them if he's not able to come back. The 2-year letter winner, senior, 6'3", 280 offensive lineman. He's a big boy down there in the trenches, and he's been winning some battles down there for him.
Oh,
they're going to miss him if he's not able to come back.
He's one of those boys we like to call double shoulder.
That's right. 2nd and 4 coming up. Polar Bears have it at the 42-yard line. 2 receivers on the far side of the field. Spencer Michael in the shotgun takes the snap. Miller takes the handoff off left side. And Nolan Beaker on the tackle. Just short of the first down by about a yard.
By Troy Miller brings up 3rd and 1.
Plows ahead for another chunk yardage gain. Ends up at 3rd and 1, I believe.
Ball at the 45-yard line. 3rd down and 1. Down to 1:25 left to play here in the first half. Michael, handoff up the middle. Miller has the first down and then some. Past midfield up to the 48-yard line.
Miller on the run.
Now they've got something going here with the
First down.
here on this drive, Tommy. This one started at the 20-yard line. Now they're inside Calvert territory, down to the 48. 2 receivers on the near side of the field. Spencer Michael takes the snap, handoff up the middle, and defense does a good job of meeting him at the line of scrimmage and limiting this gain to about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Timeout, Polar
Margaretta
Bears.
is going to take a timeout with 1:04 left to play here in the first half. We'll keep it right here. Once again, your score, Tiffin Calvert 21, Margaretta nothing. Stick around for the halftime show. We'll break down the first half, catch you up on scores from around the area, and get you set for the second half live from Margaretta High School.
You know, usually you can't take these timeouts into the half with you, so it's better to dial up that perfect play, especially when you got this drive going your way if you're Margaretta. But, you know, you got to ask yourself, too, on this 2nd and 9, I mean, with as much chunk yardage as you're able to get out and one timeout left in your pocket, maybe it's time to find some kind of play that gets Miller involved right up the middle, up the chute. Eat up another big piece of chunk yardage, and then you can make your shots downfield.
Yeah, and that's really key.
Did you again? You use what brought you to the dance, and thus far on this drive, the run game by Miller has kept this drive alive for Margaretta, and this is a key drive for the Polar Bears as they got to get points on the board here before the half.
2nd and 9. Michael takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Now he's going to throw it deep. He's got a man, and it's incomplete. Schaefer was the intended receiver, but Schultz all over that one.
Pass incomplete, brings up 3rd and 9.
Field there.
Instead, now you got to take them shots downfield a little bit further. Yeah, I would have just set Miller up there on the screen, see if you could have gave me some more chunk yards. Made that 3rd and 9 situation a little bit easier to convert. But, you know, times against
With just the one timeout left, though, they're really trying to make sure they preserve some of that clock ball. Also not giving the ball back to Calvert with a whole lot of time themselves. Michael back to pass, loads it up to the right side. It's complete. He's got his man Schaefer. I think Schaefer might have had the first down.
Yeah, I would think he did. Again, big heads-up play by number 1, Schaefer. I think he got tapped the feet down, ran upfield a little bit, and went out of bounds.
Pass complete to Nathan Schaefer.
But no, they're going to call it a 4th and 1 here.
Just short of the first down is what it looks to be, but they're going to call for a measurement.
Officials timeout for a measurement.
Chain gang comes onto the field now. This is going to be pretty close, but I think they're just a little bit short. I could be wrong, though. Looked like where he went out of bounds, he should have had it. So we'll see where they... It's going to be, if they don't convert, it'll be a short... 4th and short coming up. 4th and
a baby's toe.
4th and inches.
About 4 or 5 inches, probably. So 53.6 seconds left here in the first half. 4th down and short coming up.
Times after 10 o'clock to me, but if I'm Coach Todd Pooch, Miller times right now, put it in the hands of your big running back to get you that extra yard to move the chains and give you another shot at it.
Polar Bears, hand off to Miller. And it looks like he's got the first down up to the 36.
Troy Miller on the run for a Polar Bear first down.
Pretty safe call being there. I mean, pretty much every time they've handed him the ball, he's picked up a few yards.
The nice thing about that is that first down, it should stop the clock till you get set.
Michael, back to pass, looks to the left side. The right side is complete. He's got Palomo past the 30 up to the 29-yard line.
Pass complete to Ben Palomo.
Starting at the 20-yard line. Now, all of a sudden, they're moving the ball, and there's
brings up 2nd and 3.
39 seconds left here in the first half. 2nd and 3 coming up. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Spencer Michael in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking. Gets rid of it. And Seislov on the coverage.
I want to say that Orshowski would have had him step.
Pass incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Back for the play. Just a little bit of miscommunication there. You got 34 seconds. 3rd and 3 here.
It's good for Margaretta. I see Zach Smith back out there. Was able to make a return back onto the field. 3rd and 3 coming up. Ball at the 29-yard line. Shotgun set for Margaretta. A little bit of a blocking back look here. They give it to Miller right behind the blocking back, and he plows forward for what looks to be close to a first down.
Troy Miller on the run for a Polar Bear first down.
Spencer Michael in the shotgun. They still have 1 timeout left. Michael looking to the right side, loads it up into the end zone. Palomo. What an outstanding kick.
Pass complete to Ben Palomo.
4-yard line.
For a Polar Bear first down.
Tremendous job by Palomo.
They're going to say he caught it inbounds, so the clock is going to have to start as soon as the... Did they say he went out of bounds? Good. Now, that should have been the call. Now the Polar Bears have it at the 4-yard line.
They're knocking and they're threatening.
Michael loads up into the end zone, and he overthrows Palomo.
Pass incomplete, brings up
Miller
2nd and goal.
About 3 yards per carry.
And you still got that timeout. That'd be a good call right here. I'd see what you can get. You only got 4 yards to go. See if you can get Miller maybe inside that left guard. See if you can hit it. Let's see what you can get. I mean, you still got that 1 timeout, like I said. You've had some success in the run game, especially right there behind number 26, Jake Boggs. He's done a great job lead blocking. Now Michael's going to keep it himself, and he's going to bury his head forward, pick up a couple, but he's going to be short of the first down, or short of the goal line, sorry. 6 seconds left. Timeout, Margaretta. This will be the last play of the first half, most likely.
He's up 3rd and goal on the 2.
That call, but it gives you a little bit more room to work with.
So at the 1-yard line is where they'll spot the ball. 3rd and goal. This Calvert defense hasn't really been tested much in this first half, but this is an 80-yard drive.
I mean, do you got time for a quick slant or a quick screen, or do you have play it safe and
if you had 8 seconds, yes. 6 seconds, oof, I don't know. You're really cutting it close there.
And again, you run it here.
That's over, yeah.
That's what you love about the Friday Night Lights. Again, these big game matchup, big time atmosphere. Margaretta here at home, knocking, looking to put points on the board to go into this half, make those adjustments, come out and have less of a deficit to make up. They're able to get in here, Nate. Makes it a two-score ball game.
Michael rolls to the right, and he's going to throw it into the end zone, and he's got his man in the end zone. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Polar Bears!
Nathan Schaefer.
The Polar Bears are first half of action as they're able to put points on the board. What is that?
Wow. That was a great drive there by the Polar Bears. 80 yards, started at the 20-yard line after the interception in the end zone. And that's what you call points off turnovers there, Tommy, as they were able to convert, drive that one the length of the field, and punched it in. And that is no good on the extra point, so that'll make your score 21-6.
And at this stage and at this level, Nate, that 1 point difference, sometimes that can make all the difference. Again, you kind of can breathe just a little bit more now going into the half. Man, what a tremendous job by Margaretta. 11 plays, finding pay dirt and finding points on the board now. Just tremendous.
Great job by Spencer Michael on that touchdown pass. I mean, the play broke down, but he kept his eyes downfield. And what looked like a broken play at one point, looked like he was going to tuck it and run, try to get that touchdown. But he kept his eyes downfield, found Schaefer in the back of the end zone all alone.
Well, at the beginning of this game for this Margaretta offense, conspicuous by his absence was Troy Miller. Now here in the second quarter, you start seeing him be implemented more in this running game. And they've found some success. Again, he gives you those short distance situations that make it a lot easier to convert than your 3rd and 8 and your 3rd and long situations.
It's going to be a squib kick, fielded at the 20. And he'll bring it back to about the 30, and that's going to be where that one ends.
Tackle made by Jake Ball.
That's going to be the end of the first half. Tiffin Calvert 21, Margaretta 6. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back with the halftime show. You're listening to high school football right here on WTTF, AM 1600 and FM 93.3.
We got the companion piece to this broadcast on WTTF, streaming on Boxcast and on Facebook Live. So thank you again for joining us for that as the halftime show rolls on here. Go ahead and divert your attention onto the field for their halftime show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Margaretta Local Schools is proud to present the 2020 Margaretta Polar Bear Marching Band. Tonight, we open our show with a preview of our upcoming senior show. This selection was a 1978 hit by the band Earth, Wind & Fire that reached #1 on the Billboard R&B chart. The band previews our upcoming senior show with September. Our next selection is a 1967 hit by the band Cream, featuring the Margaretta Bear Company dance team. Here is Sunshine of Your Love. We end tonight's show with another British rock hit, this time a 1972 song from the band Deep Purple. Featuring one of the greatest guitar riffs ever written, the Margaretta Band closes tonight's performance with Smoke on the Water. The Margaretta Band thanks you for your support of music education this evening. Join us on October 16th when we present our completed senior show. Go Bears!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to give away some money through the Margaretta Athletic Boosters Raffle. Our first $100 winner for this evening, Zach Belak. Our second $100 winner, Ed Cullen. And our $200 winner this evening, Bill's Implement and Sales. Also, a reminder that our reverse raffle is now October 9th via the Margaretta Athletic Booster Facebook Live.
The site of tonight's matchup between the Tiffin Calvert Senecas and the Margaretta Polar Bears. We're here at halftime. Tiffin Calvert leading Margaretta 21-6. You're listening to the halftime show. I want to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors for bringing you high school football all season long right here on WTTF. Thanks to UIS Insurance and Investments, our pregame show sponsor. Chris Schieffer Insurance, Pappas Motors, Dundor Plumbing and Heating, Financial Design Insurance Agency, First Bank of Tiffin, Fort Ball Pizza Palace, Great Lakes Ace Hardware, Harrison Price Insurance, Integrated Orthopedics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Lee's Floor Covering, Kibler's Shoes, Kuhn Sales and Service, NWO Orthopedics, Phillips Electric, Reineke Tiffin Ford Lincoln, Rogers Flowers, Superior Credit Union, Tiffin Brake and Wheel, Tiffin Deluxe Services,
Give one more
Tiffin
announcement
University,
to
and your legacy.
the Margaretta
Federal Credit
FFA annual chili
Once
and
again,
brat
stick
dinner
around
next
for the
Friday
Frozone
night,
Frozen Yogurt
October
postgame
2nd
show
from 4 to 7
directly
p.m.
after
It is
tonight's
drive-through
broadcast.
carry-out
We're
only.
going to step aside and
Right
take
at
a
the
time
Boac
out. We'll
building.
be back with more
Enjoy
of the
chili,
halftime show
bratwurst, hot
live
dogs,
from
chips,
Margaretta
and
High School.
desserts
Once again, your
before
score,
you
Tiffin
leave for
Calvert
the next
21,
week's game
Margaretta
at
6.
St. Joe.
We'll be back after this.
Free
You're
will
listening to high school
donations
football right here
are
on
appreciated. Thank you.
WTTF.
Big bars and Reese's Pieces. I was out of the little boxes of raisins. I mean, and no juice box. No. You are. I am. My kids, they just take the juice box and it's like 10 seconds and they're. I didn't buy juice boxes. It's just like 7 when you pick up the spoon. He takes them all, and Elizabeth's like, I didn't even get that.
Oh yeah. We rarely have to worry about things like that.
It's so funny that when Seth eats at our house, he eats like a bird. He like takes it as food. I don't know if he doesn't like my cooking or what it is, but then he comes home and eats like a horse. He he'll eat all the time, but oh, see, we can't even sit down at the table if he's done. And then he's in his room with the door shut. Teddy is starting to eat me out of possible.
Something like that.
Let's go!
We're at a high school. Nate Mullins here in the press box with Tommy Hall. We're just about set to start the second half as Margaretta is set to kick off. Tiffin Calvert will have possession to start the second half. Fielded at the 20 to the 25 to the 30. And he's brought down right at the 30-yard line. Nolan Beaker on the return. And Tiffin Calvert will take over right there at the 30-yard line.
Yeah,
Austin Schaefer on the tackle.
Radio broadcast here of high school football between the Tiffin Calvert Senecas and the Margaretta Polar Bears, as we're live on this one on Boxcast and Facebook Live as well. First half of action. Saw the Calvert Senecas take a command and lead 21-0, but with 0.06 seconds left in the first half, Margaretta able to get on the board, cut away at that deficit.
Schultz, handoff, off the right side, Longo. And Leo Longo going to get maybe a yard or two. That's about it. Up to about the 32-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Aiden Cotner on the tackle. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And Steve Reeser, he has this Calvert offense clicking on all cylinders just the way he likes. Nolan Beaker counting for 2 touchdowns tonight. Jack Schultz got their last Seneca touchdown at the 43-yard scamper.
Seifert on the pitch and catch. And forward progress is going to put him just at the first down marker. Not sure if they're going to get the first down, but if anything, it'll be real short. And they're going to give it to him. Fresh set of downs for Tiffin Calvert.
Pass was complete for a first down, Senecas.
Senecas with the ball to start this second half of action. Already up 21-6. They want to come out here after the Polar Bears put that score on them right before the half ended. They want to come out here on their opening drive of the second and put some points on as well.
Schultz
answer back.
Gets it out to Sizelove at midfield, and he's got a first down inside Polar Bear territory down to about the 48-yard line.
Pass complete to Jackson Sizelove.
Calvert will move the chains once again. Sets the ball at the 48-yard line.
Schultz at the shotgun, 2 receivers on each side of the field. Gets it out to the left side. It's complete to Sizelove. And he's got it up to about the 44-yard line. Good for about a 4-yard gain.
Pass complete to Jackson Sizelove.
2nd and 6 coming up. Once again, Tiffin Calvert 21, Margaretta 6. We're here in the 3rd quarter, live at Margaretta High School. Jack Schultz in the shotgun, takes the snap. Loads it up over the middle. It's complete. He's got Beaker. And Beaker's got it up past the 35, up to the 31-yard line.
Pass complete to Nolan Beaker. First down, Senecas.
Polar Bears here in the second half. They kind of keep one backer isolated there. Bring back their secondary to, again, give them a little bit of breathing room so they can come up and make the play or make the read on where Jack Schultz is throwing it.
They're giving a 3-deep look here, just trying to keep everything in front of them right now. Schultz takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Breaks a tackle past the 30, up to about the 30, to about the 29-yard line, actually.
Run by
yards,
Jack Schultz.
2.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And that's what JYD can do for you. He fights for scraps and not table scraps. I mean, he scraps for those extra yards at the end of plays to try to give his team a chance.
All right, let's go.
2 receivers on each side of the field. Jack Schultz, back to pass. Looking, loads it up, right side. He's got Beaker. Oh, nice play by the defense. What a play. Cameron Sosa read that one perfectly and just jumped in front of the receiver.
Pass broken up by Cameron Sosa.
I'll tell you, Tommy, he had both
Brings
hands
up
on
third
that
down.
one. Could have probably made a play on it, but decided to just safely make sure that the receiver did not make the catch.
Yeah, especially when you're coming across the field like that. You're just trying to make a read on the play or make a read on the ball. Makes a tremendous stop there to bring up a big 3rd and 8 for the Senecas.
Jack Schultz in the shotgun. One back in the backfield. Senecas move right to left on your radio dial. They fake the handoff. Schultz loads it up over the middle. He's looking for Beaker. It's incomplete, but they're going to get a flag.
Yeah, I think Schaefer might have got tied up with Beaker coming across the middle there. You see some laundry down there on the field. We'll see if they call that pass interference.
An eligible man downfield.
An eligible man downfield on the Senecas. Penalty is declined.
That'll bring up 4th
Brings
down.
up 4th down.
So the offense is probably going to stay on the field here. And this is a big down and distance right here for both teams.
I like the fact that they declined the penalty there because you know that Steve Reeser, they're going to come at you on 4th down anyway. So why give them another chance at it?
Absolutely.
You want that defense, once again, after being able to put points on the board to end the first half, make a statement here defensively.
Schultz back to pass, loads it up to the left side. It's complete. He's got his man, and I think he's got enough for the 1st down. We'll see where they spot it. It is indeed enough for a Seneca 1st down. Nick Seifert on the reception.
We talked about that 3D
pass complete to Nick Seifert.
A little bit ago, Nate.
1st down
Senecas.
Senecas.
To bite them on that one as they try to keep everything in front of them, but you can't allow that much cushion space, especially against those big receivers downfield.
Seifert with a nice comeback route there. Just came back, gave his quarterback a target.
Yep.
And he was just past the sticks. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Schultz takes the snap. Looking, right side. Pitches it out. It's complete to Ronski. I believe Blake Ronski. Good for about a couple yards. About 2nd and 7 coming up. 8:29 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Tiffin Calvert
brings up
21,
2nd and
Margaretta
6.
6.
Margaretta, they just had the Senecas facing 4th and 8. Able to convert.
Schultz in the shotgun.
The Senecas are continuing to drive here.
Loads it up to the left. He's got it out to Seislov. It's complete. 10, 5, and he's going to be cut down just before he's able to take it in for. No, they're going to say touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Seislov makes one of the moves of his career there.
Jackson Seislov catches it right around the 10-yard line and does the rest to take it in for 6. Big scoring drive there for Tiffin Calvert. First possession of the 2nd half as they take it 70 yards to pay dirt. Puts them up 27-6. 7:59 left to play here in the 3rd. Ronski on to attempt the extra point. It is up and it is good, and that'll make your score 28-6. Tiffin Calvert now leading by 22. We'll take you around the area, look at some other scores. Clyde and Norwalk at halftime. The Flyers leading by 1, 7-6. Columbian leading Perkins 28-7. That's in the 3rd quarter. Gibsonburg all over Fremont St. Joe 45-0 in the 4th quarter. Cary all over Seneca East 42-0 in the 4th quarter.
Oh man, I tell you what, I saw a stat on that game a little while ago where Cary has outscored opponents in the first 3 quarters in every one of their games by 108-6.
Wow. And then the Blue Devils have just been, they've been rolling since that week 1. Hasn't really been much of a contest.
Yeah, again, to be able to dispatch, that game's not over, but to be able to dispatch Seneca East handedly the way that Calvert's doing, or Cary's doing right now. And I think last I heard, Hopewell Loudon on top of Lakota right now.
35-21 is the score. That's in the 3rd quarter. Bellevue leading Sandusky 38-7. That's in the 4th. And that's pretty much it. Mohawk leading Bucyrus 56-0 in the third quarter. Seneca's kickoff, fielded at the 8-yard line. Palomo on the return to the 20. Right about the 25-yard line is where he's going to be brought down. And that's where the Polar Bears will take over. Now let's see if they can capitalize and carry some of that momentum that they had going into the locker room as they took that last drive of the first half, 80 yards to pay dirt right before we went into the locker rooms. And Tommy, it seemed like they stole a little bit of momentum right there before halftime. Well, let's see if they're able to take advantage of it here.
They had a chance to swing the momentum their way on that opening drive of the second half here as they had Calvert pinned on the 4th and 8.
Troy Miller on the carry. He's got it up near the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29. Nice carry there by Miller. He pretty much has been falling forward almost all game.
Troy Miller on the run, brings up
Tough
2nd and
runner,
6.
Especially between the tackles.
A big interception in that Cary Seneca East game. Now has Cary out ahead even more so now.
Little shovel pass there as they get Jake Boggs.
Pass complete
About
to
a
Jake
3-yard
Boggs.
gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
That'll set him up with a 3rd down and 3 coming up. 7:05 left to play here in the third quarter. Polar Bears going left to right on your radio dial, looking to convert here on 3rd down. Spencer Michael takes the snap, handoff, Miller up the middle, and he's got the first and then some. 40, 45, cuts back, and he's going to be driven out of bounds. No, he's going to keep fighting past the midfield marker.
Troy Miller on the run.
Midfield.
First down
by Troy Miller.
Just pounded that one right through the A-gap there as, like the late, great Gail Sayers said, just give me 18 inches of daylight and I can make something happen as Miller finds the hole and plunges ahead.
Looks like this Margaretta offense picking up where they left off in the first half. More Troy Miller as he goes off left side, and he's got it up for about a 3-yard gain. Once again, Troy Miller has been the key to this offensive turnaround here for the Polar Bears.
Troy Miller on the run. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 coming up. They have it inside Seneca territory at the 47-yard line. Spencer Michael going to keep it himself up the middle. Nice read there by the defense. Short gain, maybe up to the 45, but that's about it. Number 56, Josh Gase on the tackle.
Spencer Michael on the run. 3rd and 5.
Big 3rd and 5 coming up here for Margaretta. 5:40 left to play here in the third. Michael, little shovel pass there to Boggs, and Boggs is going to carry it forward, and he's got the first down and then some. Ball on the ground. Ball on the ground. They're going to say he was down.
No,
They're going to say Calvert ball.
Oh my goodness.
Seneca's recovered the fumble at the 35-yard line. Tommy, that looked like he was down to me, but
the official came out on
he threw the blue beanbag right across the field.
Yeah, put the yard marker down. Again, I mean, you don't normally can smell a little home cooking when you're on the road, but it doesn't go Margaretta's way as another turnover by the Polar Bears. After they had the ball driving.
Now the Senecas take over at their own 35-yard line. Jack Schultz in the shotgun. Little swing pass out to the right side for Hunter Yackel. He's got it up to about the 38-yard line before he's cut out of bounds. Short gain, maybe about 3 yards. Sets him up with 2nd and 7.
Last play results in a
that's
2nd and 7.
For the Margaretta Polar Bears. They came out, we talk about, gaining some of that momentum at the end of the first half. They come out, Seneca is able to put points on the board. Polar Bears trying to answer back, and
Schultz rolls to his left. Got pressure. He's going to have to get rid of it, and it's incomplete. Wise play to get rid of that one.
Pass incomplete brings up 3rd down.
as he had the defense bearing down on him from behind. Schultz with a heads-up play, able to get rid of that one to save what could have been a pretty bad loss there, because defense looked like they had a beat on him there, Tommy.
This defense, I've liked the way the Polar Bears have come out here. They never allow Jack Schultz or anybody on that Calvert squad to get too comfortable.
3rd down and 7. Shotgun set. Schultz takes the snap. Looking. Loads it up to the right side, and he's got his man. That's Seifert, and that's a complete pass past the 1st down marker up to the 48-yard line.
Double coverage there. Just
pass complete for a Seneca 1st down.
For his receiver just to reach out with them long limbs.
Once again, that 3 deep that Margaretta's playing, Seifert just gave that go route look and then just gave a hard cut back on the comeback, and he was wide open there for that 1st down. 3 receivers on the near side of the field. Jack Schultz takes the snap, looking. Now he's going to keep it himself up the middle, and we got a flag that flies in right around the midfield marker. It's probably going to be a hold on the offense.
There's a flag on the field.
Indeed, that's going to be the call.
Holding on the Senecas.
Schultz had plenty of time to kind of look over the defense and then decided to keep it. It's usually where those holding penalties occur. Kind of a broken play and trying to make something out of nothing there. So 1st and 20 now for the Senecas. They'll mark it all the way back at the 38-yard line. 1st down and 20 yards. 3 receivers come out to the near side of the field. Nolan Beaker, Jackson Sizlove, and Blake Ronsky. Seifert on the far side of the field by himself. Leo Longo in the shotgun formation. Actually, that's Hunter Yackel back there. Sizlove catches the high pass, and he's got it past the 40 up to about the 43-yard line. Got about 5 of those yards back.
Yeah, Sizlove, he's a tremendous athlete, but it kind of throws Schultz out of rhythm when he's used to throwing to these 6'3" receivers. Forces Sizlove to have to reach up for it.
Last play results in a 2nd and 16.
Coming in at 5'7", 145 pounds. Made a couple of key catches here tonight, including a touchdown.
I don't know how he stays at 160 pounds.
With Maryland's cookies, I don't know how that's possible. Shotgun set. Schultz fakes the handoff, keeps it himself off right side, cuts it back inside. Schultz buries his head forward and has it to about the original line of scrimmage. About the 49, actually, is where he's carrying it forward to. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 9.
Run by Jack Schultz. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On the field.
Injury timeout on the field.
Take a quick time out here to thank some of our sponsors that help bring high school football to you each and every week right here on WTTF. We want to thank UIS Insurance and Investments, Chris Schaefer Insurance, Tapas Motors, Dundor Plumbing and Heating, Financial Design Insurance Agency, First Bank of Tiffin, Fort Ball Pizza Palace, Great Lakes Ace Hardware, Harrison Price Insurance, Integrated Orthopedics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Lee's Floor Covering, Kubler Shoes, Kuhn Sales and Service, NWO Orthopedics, Phillips Electric, Reineke Tiffin Ford, Rogers Flowers, Superior Credit Union, Tiffin Brake and Wheel, Tiffin Deluxe Services, Tiffin University, and Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, all great sponsors that help bring high school football to you each and every week right here on WTTF.
That's right. Don't forget to stick around for the postgame show brought to you by Frozone Frozen Yogurt. Injured player on the field, Aiden Cotner, able to come off on his own power. So now the Polar Bears defense trying to stand tall here for this 3rd and 9. Senecas with the holding penalty. We're all the way back with a 1st and 20. Now they face a 3rd and 9. Schultz fakes the handoff. Now looking, loads it up over the middle. He's got Beaker, and that's complete at the 1st down marker, and then some. He's got it up past the 35 to the 32-yard line. Nolan Beaker. Nice little pitch and catch there between Schultz and Beaker.
1st down Senecas.
And that's been the theme here in the 2020 season.
Beaker here, his performance just here tonight has been outstanding. 2 touchdowns on the evening and another reception there to move the chains and inch Calvert into enemy territory here.
Schultz fakes the handoff, loads it up to the left side, complete to Sizlove. He's got blockers in front, and he carries it forward past the 30 up to about the 29-yard line. Actually, they'll mark him at the 28.
Like how
That's complete to Jackson Sizlove.
On the quick screen there, just follows his blockers right up the middle there.
5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 coming up. Down to 2:15 left to play here in the third quarter. 28-6, Tiffin Calvert leading Margaretta. Schultz pitches it out, left side, complete. He's got Seifert, and he's got a first down. Up near the 20-yard line, they'll mark him down at the 21.
Pass complete to Nick Seifert.
That is good enough.
Tackled by Caden
Set
Orshowski.
of downs.
First down, Senecas.
2 minutes on the third quarter clock. Now the Senecas come out of the huddle. Shotgun set, 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Nick Seifert by himself here on the left side. Schultz pitches it out right side. It's complete. He's got Beaker. Beaker breaks a tackle, and he's going to stumble forward. But I'll tell you, if he would have kept his footing, he probably at least had the first down there. Instead, he's down at the 14-yard line.
Pass was complete, brings up 2nd and 4.
You know, if you need to keep your footing, one thing you can find over there in Tiffin that's a lost art is shoe repair over there at Kubler Shoes.
You just don't see very many of those.
Yeah, I mean, I got some nice leather boots and stuff that I have in the past that worn over time, and just take them down there to the Kubler Shoes and they're able to fix them.
Schultz pump fake, now loads it up into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Oh, what a tremendous
Interception
play.
by the defense. Ben Palomo steps in front of the receiver and comes up with the
Interception by Ben
Second
Palomo.
interception of the game for young Jack Schultz. Palomo with a great read on the quarterback there. They were trying to find Blake Ronski in the end zone, but Palomo,
Well,
that's a big play there.
Well, that's just an adjustment that Schultz going to have to make as this season rolls on. You know, again, if they're giving you that deep look, you know that you're going to have a guy come up on you and make a play, so you can't just throw to the soft spot of the field. You have to find your actual open man, open read.
Troy Miller is going to take the carry and carries it up near about the 25 is where he's going to be marked down.
Run by Troy Miller brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down and 5 yards to go for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, you definitely love the grit of this Polar Bear squad. You know, they're facing a little bit of a deficit here. They just got to get points on the board, but the defense, they really come up big here in the second half.
Michael, handoff, left side, Miller, and Miller just once again continues to fall forward and pick up those tough yards for this Polar Bear offense. He's
Run
got
by
him
Troy
a yard
Miller.
away.
3rd and
from
1.
First down on 3rd and 1. Now, this is a much more manageable 3rd down situation than they were facing earlier in the game. And Troy Miller really breathing some life into this offense. That's the end of the third quarter. Tiffin Calvert leading 28-6. We're going to step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back with more high school football right here on your Seneca County Sports Connection, AM 1600, FM 93.3, WTTF. ball at their own 29-yard line. Trailing 28-6 to the Calvert Senecas. Spencer Michael in the shotgun, takes
Calvert
the snap.
shows blitz.
Handoff, Miller off the left
And
side, and that
Beaker.
defense is right there to cut him down in the backfield. Nice read by Nolan Beaker.
Well, they blitz Beaker through the B gap. He comes up, sees the hole, gets stuffed. Running back tries to bounce it to the outside.
Run by Troy Miller brings up 4th and 1.
That edge and is able to stop the play. And the Polar Bears lose a yard on that one. Bring up 4th and 2.
Keep the offense on the field. Michael, handoff, Miller, he's got the first, and then
There you
some.
go.
Bounces off a tackler and buries his head forward. He's
Run
got
by
it
Troy Miller
down to the
for a Polar
48-yard
Bear
line.
first down.
There by Troy Miller.
Yeah, you love those test your metal moments.
20-yard run there by Miller.
As Miller, 6-foot senior, barrels ahead, moves the chains, and
Let's go now!
gives this Polar Bear offense some new life.
Shotgun set. Michael fakes the handoff. Now looking, loads it up over the middle. It's complete. He's got it up to the first down marker. Nice catch there by Nathan Schaefer.
Pass complete to Nathan
And
Schaefer
Ethan Vera
for a Polar Bear
sleeping on the
first down.
Margaretta moves the chains once again. They're starting to get in striking distance of the Senecas now.
1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line, inside Calvert territory. Polar Bears have it. Michael, back to pass, loads it up right side. He's got it out to Palomo. Palomo, I don't know if he caught that. That should have been incomplete. They're saying incomplete. The far side judge says incomplete. So, 2nd down coming up.
Pass incomplete brings up 2nd and 10.
A couple steps under you.
Two receivers on the near side of the field. Handoff, Miller, left side.
Look at that hole.
Another hole for the senior, and he just buries his head forward and picks up about 8. We're going to say 3rd and 3.
Run by Troy Miller brings up 3rd and 3.
7-yard gain there by Miller, and he's closing in on 100 yards rushing on the night.
Miller. 3 yards per carry.
Two receivers on the near side of the field. Michael, shotgun, takes the snap, carries it himself up the middle.
Oh, I think
And the defense cuts him down before he gets to the first down. But he is very close.
Run by Spencer Michael brings
It's
up
going to be
4th
a
and
pretty
1.
manageable 4th down situation here for the Polar Bears. 4th and 1.
Normally this Calvert Seneca squad, I always feel like the defense, they have that insurance policy and Jack Schultz being able to play catch up, but you got to get a big stop here.
Miller with a bulldozing run. Buries his
Run by
head
Troy
and runs
Miller
over the
for a Polar
defender.
Bear first
Picks up the
down.
run. That first down, Ethan Vera was the victim on that one. Miller with a punishing run on 4th and 1 to pick up the first down for the Polar Bears. They have it at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10. Spencer Michael looks to the sideline now, calls for the snap. Shovel pass to Boggs up the middle, and not a whole lot there as the defense does a nice job with their reads. Ethan Vera comes up with the stop there, right around the
Pass is complete to
24-yard line.
Jake Boggs.
If I'm
Brings up
the coach,
2nd and
I'm gonna
7.
take Seifert off and give him an earful. Once again, you need to be able to recognize that as that's like the 3rd or 4th time they burned you with that.
2nd and 7 coming up. Down to 8:32 remaining in the ball game. Spencer Michael takes the snap, fakes the handoff, loads it up, going left side, and Seislov tries for the interception, but he's undercut by the receiver. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. 3rd down coming up.
Pass incomplete brings up 3rd and 7.
Big third down here for the Polar Bears offense. And this Seneca defense trying to come up with a stop here.
8:22 remaining here in the ball game. Calvert with a 28-6 lead.
Michael in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff, Miller, left side, and the defense is right there. Maybe a gain of about a yard or two, and that's about it. Fourth down coming up. Fourth and about 6.
Troy Miller on that run. Brings up 4th and 6.
Ball marked in between the 23 and 24 yard line. Big fourth down here. Polar Bears come out in the shotgun set. Michael moves Miller to the left side. Now Michael rolls to the left. Rolling. Pressure's on him. He has to get rid of it, and that's going to be a turnover on downs back to the Senecas. Big stop there by Tiffin Calvert. And the offense will take over for Tiffin Calvert at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, and after a great drive like that by the Polar Bears, that defense standing out there kind of takes the wind out of the sails. As you really wanted to get some points on the board on that drive because time starts to become the enemy now.
Hopewell Loudon 49, Lakota 28. That's in the fourth quarter. The Chieftains, I'll tell you what, Tommy, they look like the real deal. That's going to be quite a matchup next week.
They called Michael there for intentional grounding as he threw the ball away.
I mean, I get it. You got to call it, but it's kind of unnecessary. Ball at the 34-yard line. Senecas take over after the turnover on downs. One receiver on the near side of the field. Pitch out to the left side. That's Leo Longo. Longo tries to find the edge. He has it, and he's got it up near the 40-yard line, and they're going to get a late flag as Longo takes a hit into the Calvert sideline. Looks like a possible face mask.
Flag on the field.
The opposite side judge. Personal foul.
Oh, wow.
Against the Polar Bears.
I mean, they're starting to enforce that a little bit more, but, you know.
Personal foul on the Polar Bears.
Player tries to extend that play onto the sideline, and the defender gets a piece of them. I mean, that's just football sometimes.
I mean, you're just trying to make a play, you know?
Right. But, yeah, again, at this level, high school level, they're trying to do away with those sideline shots a little bit more, but you're danged if you do, danged if you don't.
Schultz, left side complete. He's got it out to Seifert. Seifert has it near the sticks.
Pass complete to Nick
A couple yards
Seifert.
short, up to about the 38-yard line. Second and about 3 coming up.
Man, you talked about the finish of that Calvert or Hopewell Loudon Lakota game. I mean, those Chieftains, after an uncertain season, they kind of threw together a season out of nowhere. Schultz, the pump fake.
Gets rid of it, and he has it to his receiver. And I think that's Seislov on the catch. He's got it up past the first down marker.
And again,
Pass complete to Jackson Seislov.
College Julio being able to
First down Senecas.
Season together, but also be on the winning side of that. As here in week 6 coming up, Hopewell Loudon, they'll take on these Calvert Senecas that you're seeing here over there at Frost Countout Stadium.
We'll be live for that one. from Frost Cal Stadium next Saturday. That's a 1 o'clock kickoff. Little jet sweep action here to Seifert as Seifert carries it up past the 30 to about the 28-yard line, maybe about the 29. Second
Run
down
by Nick
and
Seifert.
4.
Brings up 2nd and 6.
Double header of
Second down
action.
and 6. 4-yard gain.
2 restaurant quality matchups here on WTTF to end the regular season. Tiffin Columbian takes on Norwalk live.
A couple of
Frost
great
Cal Stadium.
rivalry games to end the
And then
regular
on,
season.
Then on Saturday, out of the ashes of the MAL, comes that Hopewell Loudon and Tiffin Calvert matchup. We still got 6:37 left here.
Schultz
Margaretta.
right side finds Beaker, and Nolan Beaker buries his head forward, and it looks like he's got the first down.
Pass complete to Nolan Beaker.
That is indeed a fresh set of downs for the Senecas. Down to 6:30 left to play here in the ballgame.
Look at this Calvert offense, just still rolling. The cerebral assassin, Jack Schultz.
3 receivers out far to the left. Schultz gonna pitch it out to the left. He's got Longo. Might have got a few yards there, maybe up near about the 19-yard line is where they'll mark him out.
So I've always loved about the option.
Leo Longo on the
All
run.
that extracurricular, you see all that come together, and then by the time that play's over, you see it's gone for naught or very little.
2nd and 7.
It definitely keeps the defense honest. 'Cause you can't just go flying in there with your hair on fire, you know? You gotta make sure you're reading your keys. 3 receivers on the near side of the field, 2 on the far side, empty backfield. Schultz keeps it up the middle, and he's got some running room. He's down right around the 10-yard line.
Run by Jack Schultz.
Tell you what, they run this jab.
Tackled by Jake Balls.
Down. The motor on this kid.
Down to 5 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the ball game. Senecas have it, moving left to right on your radio dial. Schultz in an empty backfield. Shotgun set, takes the snap, loads it up. He's got his man at the 5 and into the end zone. Once again, it's Jackson Sizlove for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Tiffin Calvert.
Oh, again, Schultz facing a ton of pressure. Gets creamed once again, but tougher than shoe leather, able to get the ball out to Jackson Sizlove.
So Schultz now with 4 touchdowns through the air and 1 on the ground. The Junkyard Dog putting his imprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's just piling on to them stats for the season. He's just had a tremendous 2020 campaign.
Ronski's kick is up and good.
Extra point
That'll
is
make
good.
your score 35-6 with 5:29 left to play here in the ball game.
And again, you look at the scoreboard here. I mean, you think it'd be a little one-sided, but it just comes down to being able to finish drives. Margaretta, they've had plenty of chances on drives. They've been able to take the ball downfield. It's just little things that have shot them in, self-inflicted wounds, whether it be penalties, turnovers, what have you. But the Senecas, they've taken care of business on their drives offensively.
Tiffin Columbian leading Perkins 42-7. That's in the 4th quarter. Clyde draws closer to Norwalk, now 16-14. That's in the 4th quarter. Still 49-28 Hopewell over Lakota. That's pretty much it. 4 scores from around the area. Make sure you stick around for the Frozen Yogurt postgame show directly after the conclusion of tonight's broadcast. We'll break down tonight's game, get you set for next week, as we've got 2 Rocket Buster matchups on the schedule to finish out the regular season. Return man fields it, brings it back to about the 30-yard line. Nice return there by Cameron Sosa.
Return by Cameron Sosa.
Take over, 1st and 10. They've had some success on the ground since about the end of the second quarter, leading into the third quarter. But they just really haven't been able to capitalize when they get close, Tommy.
Yes, a lot of drives stall out. 5 turnovers on the night. You're just not going to win a lot of ball games with that.
Michael in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, now loads it up to the right, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Schaefer.
I will say that's been another thing that stifled a lot of these drives for the
Pass
Polar
incomplete
Bears.
brings up 2nd and 10.
The inability to get the ball in the receiver's hands. I mean, there's been a lot
Or
of
they get it in the hands and they drop the ball.
dropped catches. I mean, they don't make the job any easier for Michael down there.
There's been a couple passes where he's put it right on the receiver. They just haven't been able to come up with it. Michael, high snap, able to get it under control. Rolls to the right. Gets it away, and it's complete. He's got his man at the first down marker, and he's got it up past the 40, up to about the 42-yard line.
Pass complete to Nathan Schaefer.
Nathan
For Palomo, first down. Correction, that was Ben Palomo.
Palomo's given them a pretty good target here tonight. He's been reliable, Tommy. I mean, the other targets, you know, they tried to spread the ball around, but he's been pretty reliable when they look his way.
Palomo's done a tremendous job on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. Handoff, Miller up the middle, and he's got about a couple.
No extracurricular.
It's a deep drive there by the lineman. Drove him all the way down the field. It was about a 15-yard drive block there.
Looks like a cow on roller skates there.
2nd and 7 coming up. 4:30 left to play in the ball game. Michael in the shotgun. One back in the backfield. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, pitches it out left side. He's got Schaefer complete. Nice block out in front. Schaefer is going to take it out of bounds inside Calvert territory down about the 46-yard line.
Pass complete to Nathan Schaefer. For Palomo, first down.
Fresh set of downs for Margaretta. Shotgun set. Polar Bears have it. Handoff. Miller. But defense was right there as soon as they handed the ball off.
Yeah, they loaded 8 in the box on that one. And
nice stop
Run
there
by
by
Troy
Colin
Miller.
McCarty.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
clock rolls on here. 3:45 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Calvert maintains a 35-6 advantage.
Spencer Michael, little shovel pass there as they burn the defense once again with that same look.
Pass complete to Jake Boggs.
Boggs on the reception, good for about 7 yards.
That's such a dangerous pitch out, but I love, if it works.
If it's there.
Yeah, if it's there, it goes for big chunk yardage. But, again, and that goes the other way. When you get a defense that's able to make that read, they can spell disaster.
Nice pass and a nice catch there by Ben Palomo.
Pass complete to Ben Palomo. For Palomo, first down.
Palomo really, Tommy, he's been a bright spot for this Polar Bear offense. The junior receiver, 6', 165. He's had a great game here tonight. Spencer Michael takes the snap, little shovel pass once again, and Boggs, I tell you what, Tommy, even if the defense does get a good read on him, he's so strong and
Pass
powerful.
complete to Jake Boggs.
He catches that ball and just buries his head forward, picks up about 4 yards after contact there.
Brings up 2nd and 6.
Second down and about 6 coming up. Down to 2:25 left to play in the ball game. Shotgun set. Little blocking back action here on the left side. Handoff, Miller, right behind that blocking back. He carries it forward near the first down. Actually, they're going to give it to him. Yep, actually past the first down. Nice second effort there.
Run by Troy Miller. For Polar Bears! First down!
Keep his legs churning and pick up the extra yards he needed for the first down.
Now at this point again, it's you got 6 games in the regular season that guarantee that golden ticket into the playoffs, if you will. This is just time to just, again, run your game plan, run your offense.
Michael into the end zone. I think Palomo came up with that one, I think.
Fighting over it.
I believe, yes, it is. Margaretta ball. Palomo came down with the catch.
Pass complete to Ben Palomo. For Polar Bears! First down!
Looked like Yakel had a pretty good read on that one, but Palomo came up, battled for that one, and pulled it down.
We talk about this shortened season again. You haven't really got to see much reserve time play. So each team, regardless of score, regardless of outcome, just going in there to
high snap behind Michael. He's got to fall on it, and he's going to fall on it back at the 15-yard line. That's not what you want there. As now we're down to a minute left to play in the ball game.
But there's the story of the game there again. You start moving the ball, you start getting the rhythm going, and then these self-inflicted wounds come back to haunt you and stifle your drive.
Now Michael pitches out left side. He's got his man Schaefer, and Schaefer's got it up to about the 10-yard line. Down to 35 seconds left.
Pass complete to Nathan Schaefer.
We're going to call
3rd and goal.
A timeout, I believe. So 31 seconds left to play here in the ball game. Folks, make sure you stick around for the Frozone Frozen Yogurt postgame show directly after the conclusion of tonight's ball game.
Yeah, again, great post-game show, and then we get you set up for the scouting report this Monday live from the WTTF studio as we get you set for week 6 of high school football action. Last week of regular season football before the playoffs, and man, what a restaurant quality menu of matchups we have for you in that one. As this coming Friday night, we're gonna have the Norwalk Truckers come to town to try to upend Tiffin Columbian there at home in Frost County Stadium. And then on Saturday, we're back on the call at Frost County Stadium for a 1 p.m. matchup between these old rivals, the Calvert Senecas and Hopewell Loudon, live with myself and Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the sidelines. All for that one. Can't wait, Nate.
That'll be for the division, Tommy, next week. Michael rolls to the left, heaves it into the end zone, and it is incomplete. He was looking for Orshowski over there. But that's going to bring up a
pass incomplete, brings up coming up now. 4th down and goal.
4th and goal, ball at the 11-yard line. So shotgun set now for the Polar Bears. 4th and goal. Michael looking, loads it up right side. He's got Palomo out there, and it's a touchdown.
Catch by Ben Palomo for a Polar Bear touchdown.
In the game, and they find Ben Palomo for 6.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're winning by 1 point, 10 points, 20 points. When you give up a touchdown like that, you're still going to get an earful. What a tremendous job by Margaretta to continue to put points on the board, run their offense, show that, again, they're able to hang here in the lay of the land. They do a tremendous job of closing this one out.
And the extra point is up, and that one is going to be no good as well. 35-12 is your score with 19.6 seconds left in the ball game. Norwalk takes a 23-14 lead on Clyde in the fourth quarter. Interesting development there. The rest of the games are pretty much all at finals. Hopewell over Lakota, 49-28. Bellevue over Sandusky, 38-7. Gibsonburg over St. Joe, 48-0. Cary over Seneca East, 49-0. Of course, we'll break down all these games on Monday during the scouting report. And then Tiffin Columbian and Perkins, according to Score Stream, still in the fourth quarter, 42-7, Tiffin Columbian. So the Polar Bears on to kick off. 19.6 seconds left here in the ball game.
Hit somebody!
You got some big ones down there waiting to kick. 58, 61, 71, 75, all along that front line.
Now the return man fields it at the 20, to the 30. He's going to get the outside, and he'll be drugged down just short of the 40-yard line. Nice return there by number 3. That's Jamison Godfrey.
Tackle made by Jake Boggs.
The ball at the 41-yard line. And the Senecas bring the starting offense back onto the field. Jack Schultz, senior quarterback, still in the game for the Senecas. So you see the victory formation here as Seifert deep in the backfield. And Jack Schultz going to take the snap and take a knee. And that should be the end of the ball game.
Why wouldn't you run that play? It's your favorite play to run.
And that's going to be the last play of the ball game. Final score, Tiffin Calvert 35, Margaretta 12. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back to break things down and wrap things up from Margaretta High School. You've been listening to High School Football right here on AM 1600, FM 93.3, WTTF, your Seneca County Sports Connection.
Companion piece to our radio call here on WTTF, Facebook Live on WTTF Sports. Get you set up for the post game. Brought to you by Frozone Frozen Yogurt. It's the Margaretta Polar Bears on the losing end on this one.
Who's that, Matt Nye down there? Is he here? Is that the advertiser guy? Margaretta High School. Final score, Tiffin Calvert 35, Margaretta 12. You're listening to the Frozen Yogurt post-game show. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall up here in the press box. I want to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors for bringing you high school football all season long right here on WTTF. Thanks to UIS Insurance and Investments, our pregame show sponsor, Chris Schieffer Insurance, Coppice Motors, Dundor Plumbing and Heating, Financial Design Insurance Agency, First Bank of Tiffin, Fort Ball Pizza Palace, Great Lakes Ace Hardware, Harrison Price Insurance, Integrated Orthopedics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Lee's Floor Covering, Kibler Shoes, Kuhn Sales and Service, NWO Orthopedics, Phillips Electric, Reineke Tiffin Ford Lincoln, Rogers Flowers, Superior Credit Union, Tiffin Brake and Wheel, Tiffin Deluxe Services, Tiffin University, and Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Once again, you're listening to the Frozen Yogurt postgame show. Your final score, Tiffin Calvert 35, Margaretta 12. We'll be back after this. We're going to step aside, take our final time out of the postgame show. We'll be back with more of the Frozen Yogurt postgame show live from Margaretta High School. You've been listening to high school football right here on WTTF, AM 1600 and FM 93.3. Margaretta High School, the site of tonight's matchup between the Tiffin Calvert Senecas and the Margaretta Polar Bears. You're listening to the Frozen Yogurt postgame show. Final score, Tiffin Calvert 35, Margaretta 12. Nate Mullins here in the press box with Tommy Hall. Tommy, this one, from start to finish, Tiffin Calvert pretty much was in control of this one. At the beginning, there was a little back and forth between both teams, but once Calvert got going offensively and, they started to get some of that momentum going before halftime. Margaretta stole a little bit of that momentum back before they went to the locker room with a score before, with 0.7 seconds left at the end of the first half. And then Calvert comes out in the second half and just continues to dominate on the offensive side of the ball. And they really made things hard for the Polar Bears on defense. Now, I will say this. Once the Polar Bears figured out that Troy Miller was a key weapon for them against this Calvert Seneca's defense, that started to open more things up for their offense. And I think, Tommy, maybe if they'd started the game with a heavy dose of Troy Miller, might have been a different outcome here. But nevertheless, 35-12 was your final score. Big game from Jack Schultz today. 4 passing touchdowns, 1 on the ground. That's a big game.
Yeah, 43-yard scamper there to put them on the board with a touchdown running, but through the air, his ability to find receivers. Found Nolan Beaker for 2 touchdowns tonight, and then also getting Jackson Seislov involved, getting him a touchdown. I mean, these are just this Steve Reeser Calvert squad. They are rolling right when they need to be. You talked about the defense a little bit. That interior defensive line. There could be a couple things that they could work on there, but I mean, they get the push, they get the pressure when they need to. But tremendous job by this Calvert offense. They didn't take much time to get on the board. I think the most plays they took to get on the board on their drive was 11 plays. Other than that, you're talking four plays on that one drive, 7 on the next. I mean, just making short work and putting points on the board when they need to bury opponents early and then change the complexion of the game. Because again, when you're able to go up 2 or 3 scores, then you can kind of relax. You still want to put your foot on the pedal offensively, but it makes that workload all that much less for your defense if you're just able to continuously bury your opponent in points.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what they did here tonight. They got ahead and they just kept the pedal to the metal. Now, there's a couple times where, the drive kind of sputtered out. They turned the ball over on downs. They did have a couple of interceptions. Schultz threw a couple of key interceptions. I wouldn't say they were key, but interceptions when they were trying to push the lead to more than 21 points or more than 22. And, big defensive game, a big game in general from Ben Palomo from Margaretta. I mean, he had an outstanding game tonight for the Polar Bears. But I'd say if I had to give a player of the game tonight, obviously JYD is my guy. Jack Schultz with a huge game once again through the air and on the ground. Tommy, if you had to give player of the game, who are you giving it to?
Oh, they definitely let the dog off the leash there in the second half as he's able to, account for some running scores and then also be able to air it out, put some points on the board. Jack Schultz, he's just a complete package as a player and as a quarterback and team leader for this Calvert squad. So like I said before, Coach Steve Reeser, he's got this squad rolling exactly where they need to be at the right time as they get prepared for that big matchup next Saturday against Hopewell Loudon for the out-and-out SBC River Championship. And you gotta believe that Hopewell Loudon squad, they're excited to be in that in that game as they've been kind of floating in that, what was it, the BBC?
Yep.
For the past couple seasons. I think this is their second
year now.
Second season in the SBC River, and you're contending for a championship against a crosstown rival. I mean, that stuff, it just writes itself, and we can't wait to have you join us on that one for a 1 p.m. kickoff live from Frost County Stadium next Saturday.
And next Friday, we'll be on the call once again for Norwalk at Columbian, as I believe the Truckers finished off an upset tonight of the Clyde Flyers. Yes, indeed. Final score 30-14. So Norwalk going to be coming into Frost County with quite a bit of momentum coming off that big win over the Flyers. So Tiffin Columbia going to have their hands full this coming Friday. We'll be there for that one. Live from Frost County Stadium. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff. Tune in right around 6:30 for the pregame show. Once again, Tommy, any final thoughts?
No, just, again, tremendous job by Tiffin Calvert tonight. Margaretta, they came out, they gave you their best shot. But at the end of the day, it's not about where you start, it's where you finish. And, Calvert defense might need to do a little bit of tightening up, but they held tight and held up when it mattered most. And for this Margaretta squad, 5 turnovers on the evening. It's not going to win you a lot of ball game, but you saw a lot of bright spots for this Margaretta squad as they definitely went down swinging here tonight.
Absolutely. Once again, final score, Tiffin Calvert 35, Margaretta 12. I want to thank Greg Kinn for all of his work on the cameras tonight. I want to thank our board op back at the WTTF studios, audio engineer Anna Ocredo, and thanks once again to my color commentator, Tommy Hall. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. Catch us next time. We will be live from the WTTF studios this Monday night for the Scouting Report, and then live on location next Friday for Norwalk at Columbian, and then again on Saturday for a 1 o'clock kickoff with Hopewell at Calvert. Once again, for Tommy Hall and Greg Kinn, I'm Nate Mullins signing off from Margaretta High School. Final score, Tiffin Calvert 35, Margaretta 12. Have a good night, everybody.